Time has right itself once more.
All right, yeah, y'all finish doing the lovely spring forward.
Yay.
Oh, lovely. It was nice. It was kind of nice having a slightly later start for those couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, according to Zeb, Saturday is free for him again, so I guess we could switch back to that if people want.
Yeah, we can do a lot later on Saturdays.
Yeah, next week I'll be out for Easter, so.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
And moving to Saturdays would be good, because then I don't have to move, like, kind of cancel on, like, at the end of April for the baby shower.
Yeah.
Because I set the baby shower for a Sunday without even thinking.
We'll see what other people think and are able to do.
That's fair. Ah, this PC journal is, like, amazing.
Indeed.
It
It is
has.
very comprehensive. Yeah.
It has.
Who knows what there will be in the future.
Exactly. Try to get all my. It's like, Foundry's good. I just sometimes finding stuff in the journals or the books is.
Yeah, it's not always intuitive.
No.
It helps a lot to have the PDFs
Yeah.
of the actual books available. What's nice in the Foundry version is there's a lot of like hyperlinks that you can click to link to other articles and places. Hello, welcome.
Hello. I'm
Hello.
enthused about daylight savings.
I mean, I lost an hour of sleep. It happens pretty much constantly. I just surprised I slept through until, like 20 past 7 instead of 20 past 6 until I realized that was the same time.
Your body tricked you.
No, the clock tricked me. My body did what it's used to doing.
Fair.
No, I just have a gradually worsening earache that doesn't seem to want to go away at the moment.
Ish.
Oof, unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
It happens. It's just not on the side that I normally get it, so it might be something other than the usual problem.
Also, welcome one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now we set out the Zeeb alarm.
We'll give him a couple more minutes, but after that we'll have to alert the sleep alarm, yes.
Bees!
Bees.
I hope he hasn't gotten caught unawares by the time change.
I'd be surprised if he did, because it didn't change for him.
I
Hmm.
mean, our start time would be, because of the daylight savings difference, was an hour.
Did we have an event saying when it was in Discord?
Yeah,
Yeah,
He may have just forgotten.
it's
that might be the
possible.
case.
Because last week for me, we were starting at 11. Today it's 10.
Damn, I should have written something in the chat earlier.
I mean, he was offline until just a few minutes ago, so I mean, he's online now.
I was gonna say, it's
It's
also
possible
possible
he's
something's
just
come up
busy.
for him as well.
True.
Yeah. Could just at him and just be like, does he need a few minutes?
Hey, Zeb.
There he is.
The Zeeb alarm worked, or the bees alarm.
No,
Welcome.
I just very much. I felt that. Like, oh hey, I had to do a lot of real things very fast.
Right.
Oh,
Good news. Like the majority of my coughing has mostly disappeared, just in time for like the Easter storms to happen and
Hmm.
make me sick
Well,
again.
That's good. That you've mostly overcome it. Let's hope it doesn't come back.
That is my hope.
indeed. What the hell? You know how to hack something in the actual journal for once now.
Come again?
Check. I finally put something down underneath the PC journal.
Oh my god.
The word "it has," or is there more than "it has"?
Suddenly there's a whole bunch of stuff. Goodness gracious.
I may have been
Oh,
writing over the week.
Well,
wow.
I appreciate it.
Also, Crystal, your thing was very helpful, reminding me of some certain things. I didn't get the second session because I was going to do that yesterday, but I was feeling ill when, well, I woke up today a little bit later than I should have for anything.
Well, I hope you're not feeling ill today.
I mean, I'm here. I'm not ill enough to go away.
Fitting. It's just everybody's. Yeah, it was because I was just saying something about the PC journal being so full of 2 words.
And now it's a bit more than 2 words.
It is a bit more than 2 words. It's very thorough.
Yes. Indeed.
Whether
Well,
or not I'll keep the stuff of the whole thing, but it is written by Faustus at this point.
alright. That sounds good. Well, I believe if everyone is ready, we'll begin the session.
Woo.
Now, does anyone remember what happened last time?
Mutants. Lots of them.
Mostly dealing, well, session started with us having to deal with the stealth, while being in stealth and dealing with a variety of mutants, which were surprisingly not beastmen. They were humans mutated by. Well, everyone knows that there are mutants that can be chaos, like Morph Lab, etc. It's got. You can pick whatever your imperial thoughts on the matter is. We eventually we succeeded. Clara got slightly injured because she had some poor footwork during the combat. And I got slashed by a painful axe on the way through. But we managed to succeed. Killed the mutants. Weren't revealed that one of the mutants was wearing the colors of the Imperial Army, the Reichland Army. Dwarf was not finally came out of the powder cellar. Now he's leading us on to travels unknown. At this point, I'll admit I do not remember what he was asking us to do besides follow him.
Basically defend him while he throws bombs at the enemies.
Okay, yeah, that sounds. Oh yeah, he was a dwarven engineer, right? But that is all I recall.
Indeed, that is fairly accurate. He did introduce himself as an engineer who specializes in explosives. Technology that is unfamiliar to you, but you know it is behind the might of the Empire's armies, for the most part. Very good. So then, we shall move on to the next scene. If you give me just a brief moment.
Game is paused. Paused.
Game is paused indeed. I'll unpause it. And I'll play some new music.
Ooh, new music.
New music. I don't know if you hear it. Oh, well, probably because it's in a different scene. Let me just move you over.
We do here.
Okay, good.
Oh, there's battle going on.
Indeed.
We can see Captain Knight and Wizard on the outside of the map.
Damn it! Don't pay attention to those guys.
Do not pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
Indeed.
They are not important. Don't worry about them.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for telling me, though.
Well,
Spoilers.
there's a big minotaur and some gores and ungors.
Indeed.
There's a warrior priest, great cannon, hand gunner, and soldier. There's two hand gunners. Surely they can beat the enemies.
Obviously.
As you follow Gory Ironbelt towards the battle, you are finally able to make out exactly the situation. The battle line is holding, but it is buckling under the pressure of the many hundred strong enemy force of malformed beastmen. Many soldiers have already perished, and even one of the great cannons having lost its crew, peppered by multitude of arrows and javelins thrown by the beastman Ungors. The focal point of the defenders at this time appears to be an armored figure of a warrior priest bearing the symbol of a twin-tailed comet, wielding a warhammer which the figure brings down onto the misshapen creatures. Over the battle, you hear the cry, "For Sigma!" But only few soldiers are able to echo it back with confidence.
Sort of worn the rat on his head. That would inspire more confidence. Or the
No.
pig.
I was gonna say the pig. The pig is the ultimate headgear.
Pigma.
Indeed.
Well, those are for the senior members of the Cult of Sigma. I just have them for anyone. Gotti briefly surveys the field before saying, "We must prevent the manning lines from breaking. I need both hands to reach optimal saturation, so keep distractions off me."
I am very certain we can distract things. After I'm prepared to go to more at this point.
Yeah.
As long as you don't take us with you.
Yeah, what the father said. No, we got this. We're right behind you.
Alright. Gotti will go to work. He will, as he displayed earlier, take one of the round metal cases from his bandolier, use his tool to set the fuse, and he begins to fling them in the enemy force. Each case exploding with such force that it sends gore and ungore bodies flying and tearing limbs and sending sharp and burning shrapnel among the enemy. All right. So what is going to follow now are going to be some events that you will be able to respond to by using appropriate skills that you can reasonably justify. Some, by taking part in an event, will prevent you from taking part in the next event, so consider your options.
Time to use gossip.
If you can justify it somehow, but I have my doubts.
Art.
Bribery.
Leadership?
Maybe.
Haggle. We're totally gonna haggle.
Right.
Sail barge is definitely gonna help us here.
Oh yeah, it's totally my language. My language of thieves' tongue. Yeah.
Over the battlefield, you are able to perceive the stockade, the palisade, rather, that the beastmen broke through, that has evenly spaced out watchtowers, wooden watchtowers circling it. Some of them have collapsed, some of them are on fire, but it appears that one of them is being climbed by Angurs wielding bows. And as just about as first one reaches the top, it unslings its bow and it starts to take aim at your group. And you
No, that's
suspect
not
others
good.
will follow suit.
Cody, throw your bombs at that guy. So Angos climbed, what was it, the roof?
Watchtower.
A watchtower.
Yes.
And they're about to start firing arrows at us.
Yes.
How far away is this watchtower?
It's about 50 feet.
Can Cody throw his bombs at it? The watchtower.
I mean,
You don't
could.
think that he... Well, he probably could, but I think he's occupied with the main force.
Yeah.
I
I don't have a bow, so let's try to figure out.
I don't
do
have
have a
a bow.
bow, but there's a lot of them.
There's only one up there, isn't there?
Don't look at the guys on the field. They are not
Okay.
important. They are just there to set the scene.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
No. This warrior priest has got this minotaur handled.
Totally.
I,
I
for
mean,
one, would not want to besmirch the capacity of the warrior priest of Sigmar.
Indeed.
They're outside. They're about to start spamming meteors.
yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah.
you're right. Should we even be in the area?
But yeah,
Uh,
there's only one Ungor up there right now. He said there might be more later, but
Well, if it's
Well-
just one Ango, I hope I
Okay.
can aim and shoot his head.
Well, I did mention that there was only the first one reached its top, and there are others following.
I mean, if anyone has a sling and rocks, they could probably try and hit the ones that are following him up before they get a chance to climb up and.
Yeah, I don't have
I mean,
a sling.
Yeah.
I have a bow. Vanus has a sling. That's, I think, the
are
only
we near the
range
firing
we have.
line? How close are we to the Imperial gunners?
You are a little ways away, about 20 yards.
Can we turn the cannons and fire those? The watchtower.
If you know how to fire them, potentially. One of them is unmanned. Its occupants having died previously, as I explained.
50
How
yards
do
is
we
about
know
half-
if we if we can? If we know how.
I was gonna say, is that a skill that you need to like? Is that a skill that you can get that you need to have?
There are
Like-
several skills that apply to siege weapons or cannons, rather.
Yeah.
Ranged engineering, I believe. Ranged black powder also applies.
Yeah.
I do have ranged black powder.
I don't. I have very little skill with the bow.
Yeah.
I will note, however, that cannons are crewed weapons, and if you do not have full crew, you will suffer penalties. Usually slow reload rate, and if you are at minimum skeleton crew, you will have inaccurate flow.
And Raskow help crew.
Does he have black powder ranged or engineering ranged?
No.
Bark. He has
Surely
bark.
only the person who's firing it needs that. Like the rest of us can just like help move the cannon, turn it, fucking
That's what I assumed.
yeah.
But yeah, we're not. Okay, I don't think it takes much knowledge to know how to move a cannon off the side. Or, well, reload. Well,
And
kind of reload it, but yeah.
Even if it's inaccurate, if all you're trying to do is hit the watchtower so it shakes the fucking Ungors off.
And it's an option. Or we could use bows and arrows and angles and then fire the cannon at the Minotaur.
Mm.
For the lulz.
Hmm. So what will you do? You've come up with some ideas.
Can Katya be a distraction? That's about what she's good for.
Well, if 50 feet, 50, not 50 feet, 50 yards, about the length of half a football field, I could try and yell up the Imperial handgunners that there are ranged ones up there. Leadership.
What blast rating does a cannon have?
I believe it's usually 3. Let me make sure. But yes, no, it could you could try and rally troops to fire upon the Ongos if you want.
You know what? I think I will give that a try at this moment. Just to. I don't think they want I don't think they want the enemy to get the high ground or being shot in the head by slings and bows.
And I can fire my bow at them.
I mean, you could do all of these things.
Yeah.
The blast of the cannon depends on the type of ammunition being used.
Yeah,
If you
we
are
don't know
using-
what it's been loaded with.
Yes. Typical ammunition includes ball, which is fairly single target, and everything behind the single target. But then there's canister shot and other different types of shot.
Well, when we saw the first one fired before, it was basically a ball shot that took down a fucking Minotaur.
Yeah. I guess we'll save the cannon for later. I think we can take out these Angos with bows and rocks and maybe the handgunners.
Anyways, you roll the thing. I'm gonna roll my leadership.
Is there any way to assist in this?
Do I have to target one of the Angos on the field, or
No,
do
this
I
will be just an
roll
extended
ranged
test.
bow?
Yes.
I want to try and intimidate some of the soldiers into getting on the cannon.
What is this
note-
is with no bonuses, right?
Yes, no bonuses. I will note, as I said before, there will be other events. If you take part in this event, you will not be able to participate in the next event.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
14.
Wow. Rolling good today.
That is my bow test.
Oh, nice.
Will that be the only test you will make? Because that is very effective. You can see Laurentius knock an arrow on his bow, take careful aim, and launch it at the Ongo, hitting it squarely in the shoulder, tipping its balance and causing it to quickly tumble off the tower.
There are more climbing.
But for now, you have managed to stave off the immediate threat.
Choices. I took the roll cause that was my highest skill, so I thought better to use that one.
I will assist on this one then, as well, to get the handgunners to back him up. Oh,
All right. Give it a go.
Leadership. No. Reroll.
Wow. Laurentius took the good roll.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it seems.
At
Well,
I
least,
start
Roll.
shooting at you, Faustus.
at least,
Uh,
at least you can't fumble.
Indeed.
leadership.
You try to draw the attention of the gunners and direct them at the climbing Angos, but only a couple of them are able to divert their attention. And they do, to your credit, take a couple shots at the Angos, which does help a bit, but they quickly divert their attention back to the battlefield before them. I will say that was a fine attempt. Let's say from now on, I should have thought about this earlier, but let's say at most 2 people can take part in one event. This
Okay.
way we can limit what, not everyone has to think about what, if they can or can't, and so on. But let us move on then. With the immediate threat dealt with, you notice suddenly a group of Empire soldiers breaking off the front line and starting to flee towards the darkness behind the lodge. Gotti looks over briefly and turns to you. Get those men back on the line before more follow suit, before continuing his work blowing up the enemy with his bombs.
I think,
Deserted.
I think this might be a combined, like, intimidation. I know it says cool is used to resist stress and stuff. Can that be, like, could I, like, test cool and maybe Clara test intimidate, like a combined test?
Maybe. Let me think about this. Cool. Cool is usually used, as you said, to resist effects on other skills.
Remain calm under stress, resist fear when faced with horror, and stick to your convictions.
I'm not sure you can cool on behalf of someone else.
Yeah. Maybe not.
I believe leadership could work.
Leadership, okay.
You could also just use violence if you wanted.
Bribe them back to the field.
Oh, I'm better at charming them than I would be at bribing them. But only
You
slightly.
could charm them.
Because my leadership and my bribery are at the same. My charm is slightly better than my intimidation.
I mean, you can always do the good cop, bad cop thing with Clara.
Yeah?
Charm them and intimidate them.
It could work.
We just need to get them back to the line, at least for a little while.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's like.
And like you haven't intimidated half the soldiers before, when she was getting back the money earlier.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what to say that would even be charming.
Fair enough.
It doesn't have to be necessarily elaborate.
I mean, there are, because we're in the area, the main area where we came in originally, right?
Yes.
So there are refugees and
Yes, there are civilians
Yeah.
huddled around trying to stay out of the way of the soldiers.
Yep. Most of them went to the lodge, but there's a lot that couldn't fit in that building.
yes, but a lot of these soldiers are probably family. They could. I'm assuming a lot of them are family men.
That is probably true. Most people would be, I imagine.
And she could say, something of, if you run, who will protect the women and children? Who will be their saviors?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Clara's just gonna
Yell
post
at them
herself
and
up.
call them
No,
liberal
not
sack
really.
of shit.
Not really. Clara's just gonna post herself up between the deserters and the avenue they're using to escape, and kind of just stand there and be like, you can either turn around or I will turn you around. I will not be any kinder than the beastmen. We all have a duty here.
All right. Give them a roll.
Uh-huh. Okay.
No modifiers or anything.
No modifiers, no.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna try to re-roll.
I didn't do well.
Hey, a
kidding me?
67. It's much better, right?
Well, the soldiers initially attempt to flee into the darkness, but find themselves face to face with impressive figure of Clara, which gives them pause. And then the passionate plead of Katya to stand in defense of the weak and the innocent of the Empire. The soldiers look, what's the word I'm looking for? Longingly at the towards the darkness behind you, but they reluctantly, fuck. I apologize.
It's alright.
It's alright.
Take your time.
Reluctantly.
Yes,
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
Your tongue tied
Turn
up.
back
It's okay.
towards the line. You are able to turn them back, but you feel that their hearts are not in it, and they could break again if things don't turn around. Oops, excuse me. All right. Next up. I admit this one can only be attempted by a wizard.
Finally, we have one of those.
I'll take
Make
care of it.
your
Roscoe,
leg.
go!
Let's go. It's time to go.
I believe in the dog.
Indeed, he is the caster of the wind of Gur.
All right. So, Dominicus, what you need to do here is make your leg glow.
Leg glow, not
I
blow
can
up.
do that.
Right. You Dominicus, you sense that the bright wind of fire excuse me again, is intensifying as more tents catch on fire, and they are now threatened to consume the entire camp. However, through your training, you know that you are able to shape the direction of the wind and possibly direct this uncontrolled flame at the beastmen themselves. Normally this would be beyond you, but on this day you feel the fate shape itself around you. You can attempt to use language magic to redirect the flames. You succeed. The raging inferno is beyond most control, but you are able to nudge it slightly. Would you like to tell me how, or would you rather I explain it
So.
or describe it? You're gone.
I raise my winds up to start like channeling the winds, and though I feel like the current winds flowing through the area are far too strong for me to try to harness or channel in my direct control, I feel I can direct the force of their flow in the right direction and cause the fires to start raging away from more of the camp and in the direction of the beastmen to start washing over toward them.
Indeed. You do not know if you have succeeded completely, but the flames do seem to leap towards the beastmen more readily than before. Some of them even being engulfed by the roaring fire. Let's go. What's next? Well done. Well done, everyone so far. Very good.
Little effort towards the war with the men, the beasts.
Indeed. Next up. For another moment passes, and as Scotty flings another bomb into the enemy, he seems to take pause and alarm flashes on his face. He turns to you and asks you to carry message to the gun line on the defender's left flank, away from here. He says, tell them to concentrate fire across the field, 40 yards right of the main gate. They may not see it through the smoke, but the enemy is amassing there. Tell them Iron Belt sent you. The gun line in question you see is on the far side of the stockade from you, and they are on the way. Several soldiers. How would I even describe it? Mass of soldiers pushing and pulling, trying to get back in line. Others falling back, wounded, treating injuries, and carrying additional supplies to the front. You will have to be at either fleet of foot, have keen navigation abilities, or have uncanny perception to avoid any obstacles. Let's go with that.
Oh, that's good. Does anyone have any of those?
I mean,
Absolutely the fuck not.
no. I have Sixth Sense and Combat Aware.
See, my perception is 29. My navigation is 29. My dodge is 33. If athletics count, that's 38. That's something.
Athletics would apply, yes.
I was wanting to say endurance.
Would endurance count here? I will say yes. There are some areas where if you took them, you would have to pass through smoke. That would.
Perception was one of them, right?
Yes, perception.
I have 51 in perception.
I have.
So I can't help right now. I'm busy wizarding.
He's just yelling at something at the wind. You guys don't know what he's doing.
I'm yelling at smoke and clouds.
So the main issue is the smoke, right?
If you want to use endurance, yes. There are other obstacles, as I said. Soldiers pushing and pulling, injured people in the way.
I'll roll my... Unless we have something better than me rolling perception, I don't think... I think that's the best starting point.
I've got a 45 on endurance.
I could pray. It's actually one of those weird times it's actually gonna work. It's one of those weird times where this one blessing will actually work for something.
Like, I have 45 for endurance and 32 for outdoor survival.
I have art.
But yeah, let me see how many I can get with this. I can at least help some of us get through better.
Alright.
Oh, my outdoor survival is 47. It's still not as high as my perception, though.
Is there any way I can get out of this by drinking? Because my consume alcohol is 55.
This is probably going to Clara then.
It gives you confidence to think you can succeed.
I pray some more. God damn it.
More says fuck you.
Prayer refused. God.
There.
We go.
What does Blessing of Breath do?
It means you don't have to breathe.
Oh, interesting.
Oh my
You
god.
don't suffocate. You don't have to breathe. So I can target 2 people. So if 2 people have problems, like you can do this now. So it's probably going to Clara first and someone else.
Well, I'll roll my perception then.
You got it.
Yay, bad rolls are coming. Okay, let's use fortune point. Yeah, 15. 15 is pretty good.
15. Indeed, you are able to see a clear route through the battlefield. And with the blessing that the priest of Mo uttered to you, you seem to be able to navigate it without suffering that much from the smoke that you would otherwise have. you are able to reach the gun line that is busy firing on the beastmen. And as you do you want to describe how you tell them about the message, or
Well, I'll tell them, Master Cody Ironbolt told you that behind the smoke over there the enemy is amassing. You should concentrate your fire there. And I described the area across the battlefield.
all right, very good. The gun line briefly looks you confused, but upon hearing Goddy's name, they shrug their shoulders and call to hold fire, and then take aim at the designated area, which they quickly pepper with gunshots. Yes, good job.
How long can I stay without breathing? Is it years, decades, centuries?
That's
6 rounds. Okay, good.
yeah, 6 rounds. Still about a minute.
Yeah.
If
Long enough.
I don't know if it's by D&D logic, but
And so Lawrence is just gonna go like, oh my god, what did I just do?
I just ran
That's
through
how to
like a whole
breathe.
field of smoke. Man, I'm awesome.
I forgot how to breathe, oh god.
Right. All right. Well, next up, a trio of Gauls, larger types of beastmen with impressive horns on them, break through the line and start rushing towards you, weapons bare. How will you stop them? Or will you stop them? Will you just let them run through you and your allies?
very good question at this point. I don't have it. I am not exactly the most physical oriented here.
I mean, I only have like 42 in melee basic, and my dodge is 30.
I have 49 in melee. If that's what we are doing.
What are we doing? Sorry, I brain just went off on a little adventure for a moment.
3 Gors have snuck into the back line that is charging through.
The
Is that
best I
actually
can
my
offer is trying to brawl them.
Is that actually my strongest skill? Actually, yes, it is. Yeah, my melee at 49 is my strongest skill.
Well, I would allow brawl. You would tackle one of the Gauls and prevent them from charging forward, while the soldiers around you would beat them to death.
That word wood is doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
Would.
Yes.
Yeah.
I challenged them to a drinking contest. God damn it, one day I'm going to consume alcohol for something.
I mean, you used the first session.
But yeah, I guess Clara can turn around and try and brawl with a fucking gore and see if she gets her shit pushed in.
Yeah, I mean, like Katya and I guess Bernush we can try to like get those 3 beat down. It's totally Roscoe. They see Roscoe and they just give up.
Rathkow is going against what, a 25, I think. So he's got a shot.
Oh, for sake.
Roll 20 is cursing us from the grave. Well, not the grave, but
Melee basic. I didn't kill myself.
well, you're not allowed to re-roll. You can actually make that a success with the fortune at least. Well, not success, but a 0.
No, I can't.
You can't.
No, because I've only got 2 fortune points and I've had to re-roll both fucking tests I made.
Oh, sorry.
Well, between the three of you, you are able to. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
You gores, get off my face. I mean, out of Master Goddy's face.
Well, between the three of you, you are able to hold the gauze and knock them down before they reach anyone, allowing the soldiers around you to make quick work of them. Very good. By giving Gory time to do his work, you see the pressure on the defending soldiers let up a bit, and the defenders, what's the word? Confidence surge. But even then, the things look difficult. The towering Minotaur in the distance is being barely held back by several troops with halberds trying to poke and slash at it, but with no avail. One of Goddy's bombs explodes right next to the great beast, sending it reeling. But instead of bringing the great beast down, it appears to instead throw it into a violent rage. It charges through the halberdiers containing it, picking up one of its fellows, another Gorm, Stunty, and what's the word? Stunty and somewhat frail, and with great force heaves it towards you and the dwarf. Before the dwarf is able to react and get out of the way, the thrown creature collides with him and sending him sprawling onto the ground. However, your problems have not stopped there, as the rampaging beast now is barreling towards you.
I didn't sign up for this.
Striking foe and friend alike. Yep, go on. What do you say, Crystal?
I said I didn't sign up for this.
I don't think anyone did.
Mhm.
But yes, now a towering, great, awful beast is charging towards you. Its limbs caked in gore.
Is this where we use the cannon? Or is it too late for that? Is it too quick?
Well, it does have to push through yards and yards of soldiers and beastmen alike. It'll be a bit, but you will need probably do have to do something about him.
I think the cannons are bad if we want to stop something this big.
How you would be firing the ranged black powder, I guess.
I would allow ranged black powder, yes.
I'd say this calls for either a cannon, unless our friendly wizard is hiding something in his robes.
Is our friendly wizard at his desk?
He is.
I see.
I don't think I'm hiding anything that big.
I will say that anything can help. A cannon would obviously be most helpful, as Laurentius and Bernus have surmised, but other attacks might also slow it down, possibly potentially blind it. Rallying troops could help. Trying to help Cody back on his feet, possibly.
I have 55 in ranged black powder, so I think that's my best bet of rolling.
I will say that I'll give you additional SL for anybody who helps you fire the cannon. 2 SL if whoever helps you has the black powder ranged skill.
I actually do. So.
Ooh, Venus and Raskau, you're my guys.
Oh, now it's actually relevant. Can Rasko help? I
I mean, you could send it against the Minotaur to distract him, I guess, but
I am not risking Rasko like that.
I was gonna say Raskow is smaller than one of that motherfucker's hoofs. Like it would step
I don't
on
know
Raskow.
cannons, but I know fire.
Ooh, that is true. He does
That
know
is
fire.
that is a very.
And
fair
we need
point.
someone to light it up, because I don't have the lighting flint. So I guess it's Dominicus and Venus who are going to
Deal it with
assist
Gordon,
me
he's
with
not
the
using it.
cannon.
I don't know cannons, but I know a heavy thing.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
yeah,
Laura
there you
can
go.
help aim it. Let's see how it goes. Roll.
I was
Okay,
just about to say, do we all have to roll
Oh.
separately, or would we be adding like +10s to his roll? But
I,
then he rolled
uh,
fucking 14.
I will say, I was gonna. Well, I did say
Yeah.
that you will. Anybody who helps will add +1 SL, and whoever
Yeah.
has the black powder ranged will add 2. So if Clara is there, she will basically
I'll add
push
1.
the.
Yeah.
You will add 1 by pushing the cannon towards the barrel of the cannon towards the great beast, while
Yeah.
Venus and Laurentius
help
load
aim.
up and otherwise crew the cannon.
Yeah.
And then Dominicus ignites it.
Yes. How would Dominicus go about it? Lighting this thing. I suppose you could just use dart, since that's effectively just
It
cast
is,
the
yeah.
flame. Yeah.
I was gonna say he just whistles to the flames that are burning nearby, just like, yeah, boy.
It's a
Just
big
wear
job,
one of
though.
those burning candle crowns, like
Sienna.
Sienna. Yeah, and you'd always have
I'm
fire
not
with
that
you.
I'm not that high ranked a wizard yet.
Yeah.
All right, give me a dot, Dominicus. Everything is in its place. Well, I did mention earlier the bonus from the previous session would apply here to casting a channel because of all the winds. The
I don't
actually
remember
is
what the bonus was.
it was +20,
Yeah.
so that would be a success.
No. We can probably edit it.
Yes. So let's do the edit. Hold on. Where's the edit test? The target would have been 78 instead. Yeah, there you go. You
I changed it.
Yeah.
yes. So you succeed. You quickly pull the corpses of the previous crew of the cannon that had been slumped over it, and with great effort are able to turn it towards the rampaging beast. With a bit of a improvisation, since neither Laurentius or Vernus have had a chance to fire such siege weapons before, but you are familiar with black powder weapons that work on the same principle. You load a ball into the cannon after the charge of powder, stomp it in, put on a wick or the firing fuse, and then just as you are pondering where you will get the flame to light the fuse, Dominicus steps up and with a flick of his wrist, flame jumps from his fingertips onto the fuse, lighting it.
Open your mouth and breathe out.
Indeed. The cannon fires with a deafening explosion. It is those who are not used to such things. You feel yourself disoriented as the very air around you shakes. But the cannon seems to be having been aimed true. The rampaging beast is struck with the full force of the cannonball, exploding its arm off and sending it reeling on its back. With the defeat of the rampaging beast, the beastmen seem to lose confidence and back up from the defenders, and for a brief moment at least, the battle seems to what's the word I'm looking for? Cease. Even as the gun line keeps peppering the beastmen. At this point, you see Gori pull himself back up, seem to having regained consciousness, and looks at you with approval. Well, manlings, you certainly managed to turn things around while I was preoccupied. Maybe I should have been watching your backs.
I saw an opportunity and took it. It's never taken down something that big. Then again, I've never shot anything that big before.
Not many get an opportunity to do so. And it is at this point you hear the even as the beastmen are reeling back, you suddenly hear you suddenly hear a thunderous noise coming from behind the beastmen, and panic spreading among the foul creatures. Whatever has them surprised allows the defenders to seize the opportunity and push a counterattack as the melee defenders charge the beastmen. So I will then turn this off. And let's see, turn these off. Can I turn them off? Come on. That and this. You begin to hear beastman horns again, but these ones have a lot more alarming sound, at least to the beastmen. No longer as confident. And
Put your lungs into it.
the beastmen begin to flee into the darkness.
Cowardly mutants are fleeing. Them back. Heading back to the forest where they belong.
You better run, you ugly bladders.
Yeah, we got plenty here for you if you change your mind. Please don't change your mind.
Well, when I finish off the ones crawling around, as long as they're moving, they can be nasty. I'm gonna go
That's
looking
good
around,
thinking.
to finish off any injured beastmen, and see what corpses are lying around that may have stuff their owners don't need.
Yes. The dwarf with you nods, nursing his head, seemed to having had taken a bit of a knock. And you start going about finishing off any stray beastmen still lying among the wounded and the dead. The remaining defenders cheer, having stood firm in the face of death, but some of them come and slap you on the back, so to speak, having noticed you taking down the Minotaur and otherwise assisting with the defense.
All in a day's work, lads. It's good to have survived that.
A very rough first day.
Indeed. But yes, some of them will offer you alcohol if you would like to have a drink at this point. Many are partaking, celebrating, even though the cost of this fight was great for the defenders.
Oh, my ankle still hurts, so I'm gonna have a drink.
Clara's like, I'm drinking.
Hmm.
And Katya's just running around going, oh, these poor dead people. We just need to move the dead soldiers to where they can be properly taken care of by our priest of Moor.
There is going to be a lot of dead buried.
Right. As you go about finishing off the beastman, the armored figure from earlier is doing much the same. Occasionally stopping and heaving their
If
hammer.
you're talking about lifting a heavy weapon, it would be hefting, yes.
Yes, hefting their hammer and bringing it down on a obscured foe still on the ground. So, if am I understanding this correctly, you are taking this opportunity to also loot the battlefield?
If we think we can get away with it slyly, yes, which we probably are, because I assume everyone there that is still alive is far too busy with other crap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Or
yes.
it's also
drinking and
smoky
celebration.
And dark.
It
All
is
Exactly.
dark.
smoky and dark and etc.
Yes. People are rushing to put out the fires and find injured and save them. So yes, you are better off, though. The armored figure you saw from earlier is seems to be surveying the battlefield more than most. So you are not completely without danger in this case.
As he should. I, for one, am inspired by the presence of such a righteous holy man.
Mm-hmm.
Though I suppose, you did hear her earlier call for Sigma, so I will reveal that it is not the holy man, but the holy woman.
Oh,
They're all
that
holy
breastplate
men.
makes it hard to tell.
They're all holy men.
Yes.
oh yeah, oh
True.
yeah. I had really zoomed in on the token. No.
But either way, let's see. I will have to make you call me. Either make sleight of hand test at plus 30 or a stealth test at plus 30.
Stealth test at plus 30.
Indeed. Well, those who want to loot from the battlefield.
Boss is busy. Just going to take a fucking rest. He is hurt. He is not exactly long-term hurt, but he is not exactly feeling well after being slashed by an axe.
Indeed.
Or noble heroes who will always remember you.
Mm-hmm.
And your
From the
lovely
loot, we got you.
and your poor army salary, those meager coins you had on you. We'll remember all of them.
This thing is just not wanting to let me put a modifier in.
And your beautiful, beautiful handgun, if I can slip that into a sack or something.
Okay, it's only letting me do plus 20 because apparently my modifiers aren't wanting to work.
You can add. Let's see. What's the? Let me try this real quick. You can add. You can't put in a modifier on it. Just
All I can do is mess with the difficulty. It's just being rude and saying I can't add a modifier.
how strange. Well, roll it and we can edit in post. Okay, so that's plus 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's edit. Let's put target at 60. Okay, so it would be a marginal failure. Would that be correct with plus 30?
Yes, but I can use
Okay.
a fortune point to either reroll or add an SL. I think I'll just add an
Yes.
SL.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay. Well, there are in great many dead, dying, and wounded on the battlefield, but the presence of the armored figure prevents you from pocketing anything too large. But I will say, though some of those handguns and armor and weapons do look mighty tempting. Let me just.
You have to
Each
be
of
very,
you-
very careful. I'm not saying I won't, but personal trinkets and coins and all that are explainable and really hard to attract any particular soldier. But if I'm there with a government, state, army handgun, that's going to be really
Hard to-
difficult to explain.
Yeah.
Especially out of uniform. If you had the uniform, I guess you could try and make some kind of a bluff. But let me just roll this. Can I?
Where'd you get that Hockland long rifle from?
Okay.
Hockland.
I should have known that was gonna be the answer.
Alright, plus 10. Oh, that explains. I just saw 2 2s and 14. What?
Yeah, 14. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no. So Venus, you will get. I will say you will find. You got 4 successes. Let's say you got.
Fortune says I got 5 successes.
Are you gonna spend a fortune?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, right click on the test and add a spend a fortune point to add a success. If it lets you, there you go. Excellent. Okay. Well, with that, you will find with +5. I will say you will find 19 silver worth of currency and small trinkets.
Holy crap, this is the best near-death experience ever.
I believe that's almost like a gold crown worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 silver is 1 gold coin. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're rich.
You made a
It
profit.
pays off to loot corpses. Usually,
It's reappropriating it so thieves cannot steal it.
Look,
exactly.
let me just explain here. I came into this. I ran out of Altdorf and came into this camp with 30 brass pennies in my pocket. So,
Yeah.
like, I have just become a millionaire by comparison.
All right,
mean-
let's
brave
re-roll
hero
for you.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
I have 8 silver shillings. I feel very rich.
Ooh,
I have
nice.
16 brass. I am
that.
poor over here.
Well, while your haul is impressive, Venus, Katya is able to pull in 25 silver.
I'm just slowly adding it. 25 silver. I am rich because I otherwise have 9 brass pennies. Woo.
Got you found the richer targets.
I'm the one that just got paid today.
But yes. Will anyone else do anything, or are you just taking a rest?
Boss is taking a rest for now, yeah.
I'm just getting my weight off my ankle right now.
Clara's drinking the pain away.
Hanging around with the soldiers and commanding them on the battle.
Indeed. The relief among the soldiers is palpable, though the full devastation is starting to become apparent. It appears that at least 2/3 of the defenders have perished or injured during the fight.
That is a lot of dead, especially for a place like this.
While you are resting, the armored figure suddenly appears to notice Dominicus and quickly makes her way over to you. These guys fuck off. She points her hammer towards Dominicus and says, "Do not think you plying your sorceries did not go unnoticed, witch. Lest you prove yourself, Sigmar, be prepared to face his righteous indignation." The soldiers around you are looking on with surprise and shock at this development. Is Alto here? Did he step
Yes.
away? Okay.
I work early in what I perceive to be the best interests of the Empire and the many brave soldiers that laid down their lives here today.
Hmm. Such would be the claim that the agent of the enemy will make without hesitation. Do you swear by Sigma you are his heir and ally?
I do and I am, and this I swear.
Hmm. Hmm. Does she believe you? I mean, you are a witch, and therefore unreliable.
If you're an actual student of a Imperial Wizard, would you not have some kind of like identification from the College of Magic or something?
Well, you would you won't get your license until you're a full wizard, but for the
No, not saying,
purposes,
yeah,
yeah.
not saying license as being a full wizard, but surely you'd have like a writ or a note or a card or something that basically is
I
like, this
So
is a student of this College of Magic.
Perhaps the actual grimoire I have from my master would have something in it that I could show to be like, I work officially for under this wizard.
Because otherwise,
Who is a member
apprentices
of
will
the
be
camp.
getting themselves fucking burned at the stake left, right, and center.
That
I
is
mean,
true.
there's a reason why they stay at the College of Magic till they're.
What?
Hmm.
True.
What?
I mean,
What is
yeah, sorry.
what were the circumstances that led Dominicus, to be so far out of the college? Because I feel like that would be relevant. I know, like most apprentice wizards, aren't allowed to just go walking around unsupervised. So I would
He did
assume
say he
there'd
was finding
be.
his master over here.
I
Yeah.
was traveling here with my master, but he got waylaid along the way for reasons unknown of the precise details to myself, and
Yeah,
sent me on ahead.
yeah, exactly. So I would assume then the master would have given Dominicus some kind of identification or things for exactly this sort of scenario to prove that
Yeah.
he's not a hedge witch.
Indeed, you guys bring up the very good points, and you would be correct. You before you left Altdorf, you on the first of this month Sigma side, you received a professional license for wizardry. That is what's the word? It
Authentication
is yeah,
or no?
yeah, it is dependent on the approval of your master in this case, which he has given, and he has not retracted so far. Though he has warned you not to embarrass him or the order. So yeah. So you
I
do
haven't
possess
killed anyone
documents.
I wasn't trying to.
True. So yes, you
So now
do
you just
have
have
a
to find that in your
documentation.
pockets.
Indeed.
I believe that would probably just be tucked inside the grimoire, if not part of the grimoire itself.
Yes. Indeed.
I
You
will
recall a note, some kind
like,
of document that came
reach
with
into
the
my
book.
satchel and pull out my grimoire and like open it up to where it was, tucked inside, and then hold it out for her to see for herself.
She canvass at the document, at the license, signed by you and by the official at the college, whose name escaped me at this time. And in the flickering light of the burning tents that cast deep shadows on her aged features, she finally pulls back and lowers her hammer. Very well, witch. You have shown adequate evidence of your allegiance to the Empire, and I will not question you further. But know this: if you perform any act that would aid the enemy, I will not hesitate to bring Sigmar's judgment upon you.
He's seeking to become part of the witch hunters, Sigmarite.
I think this is just how they are.
I
And
swear,
with that,
I will do nothing to try to attract your ire. I am ever loyal.
She will not say anything before turning around and continuing her work, eliminating any beastmen still left on the field.
So I have to wonder, in a situation like this, would they bury the dead or burn the dead?
Well, it depends on a lot of factors. Burning is naturally faster, and that's gonna happen to the beastmen remains. They are not gonna fucking bury those. But
I was just sort of wondering, like, in a situation where, like, necromancers are rife throughout the world,
oh yeah,
wouldn't most people burn their dead?
No. Basically,
Crazy.
though, in this sort of situation, it's like the priest of war typically, if you're rich enough, you can get a priest of war to, bless your dead so that they cannot rise again. But in most cases, the cult of Mor is not exactly as prevalent as the cult of Sigmar. So in this case, though, given the fact that 2/3 of the entire camp is dead, it's going to be It's not going to be burial. It's going to be burning. As long as it's done respectfully, it's fine.
So don't throw them on the same pile as the beastmen. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they'd
going to
get
separate
their
them.
own pyres.
Like maybe if they find a captain or two, he might get a more respectful burial. But given the fact that if there's this many dead, there is mostly going to be mass burnings.
We do not have the time, manpower, or resources to bury this many people in the time we have
Yeah.
before we all die.
Like you'd stack up like 20 of them, give them all the proper rights, and then set a blaze, and then start over.
Pretty much.
Indeed.
Cause they're like, I don't know how many refugees are dead at this point, but if there's this many soldiers dead, there's definitely not going to be enough for in general.
And as for the beastmen, well, you also gather up about 20 of them, you spit on them instead of giving them the proper rights, and then you burn those too.
Technically, Moore does give the rights to them because they are considered at one point or another people, even if they're mutants. But they didn't choose this life and etc. and all that, so they do get rights. They just still get
Well,
burned.
I mean, beastmen are not technically mutants. Mutants are mutants, but beastmen are not.
It's debated.
Well, they can be birthed by humans, but they can
It's
propagate
complicated.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, like beastmen don't consider themselves mutants, but Faustus may consider them mutants instead, because well, it's not like he knows he wins. He doesn't think that chaos. He knows what he knows.
Yeah.
Don't get into that debate with the Sigma, right? Though.
She ain't doing the funerary right. She's just going out to kill things like your standard Sigma, right? But yeah, as far as Faustus knows, they were once people or corrupted people, and they're still getting some sort of rights. And also because he also technically doesn't want them to rise as dead, the undead.
We don't need a second issue on top of Beastmen.
But yeah, Faustus will, once Faustus has taken his rest, he is going to start helping with the efforts.
It is much appreciated. The the amount of wounded have quadrupled around the triage tent, and the cries of the dying and the wounded permeates the air around it. So any assistance would be appreciated, even if it is to give final rights to those who need it.
Unfortunately, the best help I can give in the medical tent is to set people on fire and make them pass out for 10 hours.
I mean, they probably appreciate that compared to some of the injuries, yeah.
Sigma
suppose.
stands behind you, tapping her hand with the hammer.
It
Like, what are you
does
doing?
heal them.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, it's painful, but on the plus side, they're gonna be passed out. They won't feel anything for that long.
yeah. I mean, yeah, no. If you want to assist people with your magic to save them, that I'm sure people there are those who would be desperate enough to go for it.
I don't actually know. Is there even actually like a medical skill of any kind?
There
Heal.
is a heal skill, but you have to be like
Yeah, it's
Certain-
advanced
be able
skill.
to
You
take
have
it.
to actually
It's an
know
advanced
it.
one from your class, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get that eventually, but right now, all I can do is help the dead.
So you are the group doctor for now, Dominicus.
It's like best I can do is set your leg on fire and then cut off the rotting bit.
I can technically
Yay.
remove conditions and bleeding, but at the same time, I don't think Moore's gonna be very pleased if I'm just sitting here all day saying stop dying, stop dying.
I'm surprised the warrior priest isn't over there in the tent dealing with the sick and dying, because they get heal.
Yeah. But yeah, I could spend some of my time essentially like helping like essentially treat like people that are showing like, you know, wounds that are possibly openly bleeding to help cauterize things. At the very least.
That will certainly help. The doctor that is attending to the wounded certainly will be appreciative of all any help that you can give, since it will also allow him to help more patients.
Technically, I can also turn water into alcohol to help sterilize and like clean shit.
I
Wait,
keep
wait,
forgetting
wait.
how
You can
wild.
turn water into alcohol?
Yes,
I
you
keep
can.
forgetting how wild the
Dominicus
No, no.
stocks are
No,
just
no.
risen.
No, 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 no. I'm thinking making money for the group.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I can make food like spicy, but also makes it like taste better.
Hmm.
I might also give you the shits. Don't know. I can make water into alcohol, or I can turn water into flammable oil.
Okay, good to know. So we also don't have to buy lamp oil at any point.
Yeah, and when I say like into alcohol, it basically turns it into like alcoholic spirit. So I can basically make a fuckload of vodka.
Like, yeah, this is all good and all, and
Nice.
might be very useful when we need it, but at the same time, every chance is a chance of destroying us all.
So hang on,
True.
why don't Bright Wizards just go into fucking the moonshine business?
Some of them probably do.
Yeah, who says they haven't?
It's like so. How exactly does your college make money apart from like working for the Imperial Army? It's like we sell a lot of hooch.
I mean, it's probably the same way as the fact that they do things like that, like the Imperial Order of Gold does their transmutation bullshit for the Imperial Army and for steel and weaponry.
It's like this is the second reason why the Imperial Army keeps all the fire wizards around. It's like we make alcohol to keep the troops happy.
And Clara, you know this from your time as a sailor and dockhand. You in Aldorf, many dockside taverns have had bright wizards as frequent customers.
Patrons.
Yes, they like to party, so to speak.
Laurentius is probably interested in checking on the manor if everything's okay there after the battle.
Yeah, the manor appears to be unharmed. The fire did not spread that far,
That
and
is
the
good.
beastmen did not break through the lines deep enough to threaten the occupants inside.
That is good.
Mhm. Indeed. Let's see. After a while, as the night goes on, you hear the thundering sounds of hooves and horses approaching from the darkness.
Hooves and horses? God.
Yes, indeed, whinnying of horses. You see a contingent of armored knights, about 60 strong, enter the stockade. Let's see.
Cavalry is here.
The cavalry is indeed here.
Just in time
Just in time.
to take all the credit.
The knight heading the knights is carrying upon the tip of his lance dismembered body of a beastman, which he then flings to the ground to the cheer of the soldiers that are there to greet him.
The one I got was a lot bigger.
The knight addresses the gathered crowd. I salute you, brave defenders of Reichland. Tonight the enemy dared to attack the stalwart men and women of the Empire, believing to have found easy prey, but by your unwavering will, your enemies have suffered a devastating blow instead. The strength of Ulrich courses in your veins, and the power of Sigmar lives in your arm that wields the sword, eager to smite any enemy who stands against you. Mourn those who fell, but also celebrate them and yourself for your heroic deeds. In the name of the Emperor Karl Franz. The crowd cheers once more.
Yay!
Though some of you notice some of the spectators spitting on the ground upon hearing the mention of the god of war, wolves and the gold north, Ulrich.
Mhm.
The what's the word? The I forget. Expression on the warrior priest's face is unreadable if you find her in the crowd. Nonetheless, the mood appears to be high, partly because of your efforts earlier during the battle.
Yay!
We did it.
Indeed. Well done, everyone.
Yay!
Let me just. How did I do this again?
We couldn't have done it without Klebs.
Indeed, Klebs. Good old
Wherever
Klebs.
we left him.
Yes, well, he gets let
I
out eventually.
know!
Maybe
People are still on fire.
maybe
Yes, hold
Klebs
on.
got pushed off a cliff.
Criff.
He got crubbed to
Yeah.
death.
Hold on. Pump, pump, pump.
Yeah.
Everything's back as it should be. Well done.
Yes.
After a busy night, you've retired and had some rest. Though it has been somewhat difficult to sleep as you are haunted by dreams and nightmares of a rampaging horned figure killing and crushing on its path and inevitably barreling towards you with no slowing it down.
If only I had that cannon.
Indeed.
Can it be a new party member? Surely they won't mind.
If you wanna buy a cannon, they are like 120 gold.
Maybe I'll say for the.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I probably should. Yeah, I had to remember where the wound rules are.
Hochland
plus 20
long
endurance.
rifle.
Plus 20 endurance. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. There is a doctor if you want to get them to look at you first.
He's not busy dealing with the dead. Well, not dead, not the soon-to-be dead, the dying.
Soon to be they're dying, yes.
It just says like on healing, if you get a good sleep, you can test the endurance plus 20 to gain SL plus toughness bonus and wounds without medical attention. So
I think actually, I think Fawcett actually will just rest rather than let the doctor's
Well,
pretty busy. Yeah.
very well. That is a reasonable statement.
Plus 20.
Did we ever get crap out of the powder cellar?
You do.
Roll.
You take him to the triage tent
That's
to be
plus
looked
2,
after.
so I get back 5.
Yeah, 65 endurance. My god.
Oh, it's plus 20, so it's 45.
Yeah. Still. That is some good enduring.
Yeah, so like in the next morning, if the doctor's not overly like.
Yeah, I'll be checking with him later. Yeah. Where was fucking wounds? Oh, here we go. So back up this. Feeling a little better.
Indeed. Very good. Yes, you wake in the morning to get a better look at the situation. As it was revealed during the night, about 2/3 of the defenders were either wounded or perished, which doesn't bode well for the continuation of this campaign without additional troops. While the armored knights, to look impressive, the initial jubilee from their arrival and the victory of last night has somewhat waned since then. You see Gaudy Ironbelt sitting by the front, previously broken down front gate of the palisade, apparently having spent most of the morning repairing it, as it's now standing back up. The damage still of the previous night still visible, but no longer preventing the function of the gate.
Already hard at work, I see, Cody.
Aye, manling. The beasties left a great deal of work, not just for me, but everyone here.
That is true. The Lord's hunting grounds will not be the same for a while.
I reckon you will be hunting these creatures for a great many decades.
Perhaps so.
He will look to you and say, "Thanks again for your assistance last night. It is not often that manlings prove to be worth their words."
Well, it was an honor to be of assistance. And thank you for your assistance as well. It got us through the night. All of us who survived.
Indeed. Cody will put last touches on his work repairing the gate. Sit down on a nearby crate and take out a small cask that he will use to fill a stein. And he will offer additional drink from there for anyone who cares to partake.
Yeah, it's a good way to start the day as any.
Thassus will decline. He needs to be rested and ready to assist with the efforts.
Gotta take the edge off.
Time for more drinking, yay!
Wait, hold on. Has Kadia vanished for anyone else?
Yes,
the
yes,
spirit?
she has.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh yeah, she is.
Oop,
I guess she's
there
stepped
we
a little too hard now.
Eh,
go. There we go. She's back.
Hooray!
Yeah, I thought you had just kind of like moved me off screen and you realized.
I don't know. Maybe I accidentally deleted your token. I'm sorry. I apologize if I did. Mhm.
It seems to be easier to bring back a token in this system than it does roll 20.
Hmm.
How many things that breaks when it comes to being connected to a sheet?
Indeed.
True. Is anyone else there other than Laurentius and Faustus?
Yeah, I'd be there.
Yeah.
Katya
I'd never
doesn't
turn
really.
down the generosity of a dwarf.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Clara's got nothing better to do.
Neither does Katya.
Johnny seems to have better plans than anyone else in this death trap. So if we're going to live through tomorrow night, he might be a good one to stick to. Don't you think so, Rascal?
Raskau will yap in response excitedly. There's been a lot of interesting sounds and sights here. Have you allowed the Raskau to consume any of the beastmen, or have you held him back on that?
Rascal, no. Bad. Look, I'm not a religious man, but I assume there might be some astuteness to the idea that these things are a force of actual evil, and allowing them to be eaten by a dog is not wise. I don't want a mutant dog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you say so yourself. Like, even if the average citizen doesn't have an understanding of the entire mechanics of the way beastmen work, it's well known within the Empire that sometimes people will mutate into beastmen.
Yeah.
So you definitely wouldn't want your dog eating any of that business.
Honestly, the more considering thing right now is the fact that there were actual mutants on the battlefield behind us.
Well, that too, but we're talking about in the
I know,
specific
it's
context
more like
of
thinking about
how.
that now. It's just one of those weird things to think about.
I
no,
nearly
from
said in the specific context of Faustus eating the beastman.
From a meta perspective, like that
Yeah.
is very disturbing. I don't think any of us know enough to make
Yeah.
that connection that the human mutants imply an actual chaos presence that is much, much worse than beastmen.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
I don't exactly. It's like Faustus is educated, but he's more educated on the gods as it is, not the gods of chaos, but more like the classical gods, the old gods. Sigmar, who is neither of those.
Mhm.
Yes.
All I know is Faustus needs to stop eating the beastmen.
Yes.
Bad.
Bad Faustus.
Yes, it is as you say. The knowledge of chaos is common, but the details are forbidden topic in most circles. But I digress. As Kore is drinking from his stein, the beer that he offered you, or the ale rather, is excellent for most
Yay.
standards that you have partaken. He looks over at you, Clara, and asks, "You're I don't usually see one such as you in this far inland. You are a sailor, are you?"
I chartered to bring a group of travelers up here, shanghaied at the gate when I arrived.
Ah,
Something about being in the defense of all of the Empire. And given my captain is not one to hang around when, as they say, time and tide wait for no man, I can only assume that by now he's already started returning down the river back to the capital.
Hmm. I'm sure he'll be up for a surprise once you catch up to him.
A surprise and then a pummeling. He's the one who sent me off the boat in the first place.
Well, I will not be sad for him to having missed someone like you. I'd rather have you be part of the same crew as me, Manling.
I'm here now. I make the best of it. Good ale.
It is not the best I've had, but better than most that the Manlings have to offer.
Well, given that most of what I drink is brewed in barrels held in the bilges, this is lands above what I'm used to on a daily basis.
And Gori will nod. And instead will turn his attention to Katya. What about you, Manling? That's an unusual attire. And he touches his face. Katya had a half mask, right? Some kind of a face covering.
Yes, a half mask. Because it says she has in her trapping, she has a hood or a mask, and it's like, I'll just put it at like a half mask.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it like Phantom of the Opera, like half mask, or is it like visor that only covers like the eyes?
Okay. Upper half, lower half, left or right?
Probably upper half, I guess. I'm like, I didn't think this far ahead. Claudia take a sip of her drink and then touch the mask on her face. Oh, well, it's one of those things when you don't want people to recognize you or see you. Especially if maybe, there's something not so pretty underneath the mask. It makes it easier to travel.
This gets Gori looks you a bit suspiciously, but after a moment he seems to get over it and shrug his shoulders. You believe that he saw you acting during the night has somewhat given a good impression of you to him, so he will not question it. There would be many reasons why someone might wear a mask, but many of them are not. How do you say? Morally upstanding. But you seem to have a good reason, so he will not ask further questions. Further questions about that, at least.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I said okay.
Yes, but he will ask though. I've heard many manlings speak, but your accent isn't from this part of the empire, is it?
Oh, excuse me.
What they call Reichland.
No, bit further off. Don't ask me to pronounce it. I don't know how to say it myself.
You mean the Sultanmund?
Yes. There.
Yeah. No, it's a bit of a mouthful, I admit. It's yeah. Yeah, Sultanmund is a city in Nordland, but not sure if anybody else here is aware of that. And if Katya won't tell, then obviously you can't really tell either. Yes.
Akari will say, I'm not from Reichland originally. I came here when I was much younger and raised within Reichland, but some things, such as accents, just are harder to get rid of.
Mm. Gori will nod. Help and recover. I have no clue.
Oh, I didn't even see that shit. That would have been useful.
Rest and recovers probably will auto roll that endurance test and add wounds back.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking of too.
Yeah, would make sense.
It could be that one, yeah.
Yes. Gori will then look at Vernus and say, "You manling, I've seen your kind before, though. You're a ratter by trade."
That I am, Master Dwarf. Not exactly the most glamorous profession, but someone has to do it. And I'm happy to provide. The good people of Altdorf can sleep without being pestered by all the things they'd rather not think about.
Not glamorous, but more important than many understand.
Much more important than many understand.
Hearing this, Gori will look Vernus a bit questioningly and say, "Have you had to ply your trade deep? And have your prey needed additional measures to be captured?"
Job is to go where the rats are and kill the rats. outdoor sewers are large, long, and deep. And there's a lot of rats down there. Some of them get real big. So you hear. I'm still but a humble rat hunter, lowest on the totem pole of the guild. So I go where I've got to go, where the senior rat catchers don't want to. That requires a mix of B. That means I'm either real good at killing rats or real good at avoiding the worst patrols, or both.
All right. Is this I guess now it's the question. You get the feeling that Cory was trying to see if you were aware of something. So, question is Vanish aware of the Skaven?
I would say probably not in those words. I don't think he is senior enough to know that. However, I have a feeling that it's basically impossible to be part of the Rat Catchers Guild without being aware. Like
He'd have heard
there are
stories.
Yeah,
there are
rumors.
monsters under Aldorf, real big rats. He may well have fought just big fucking rats in the dark. And no, like just you don't want to go too deep, or the big rats will eat you. But
Yeah.
so sort of yes, but also no. Is that I think his current perception is there are just uncountable rats and giant monstrous rats underneath Altdorf and presumably other cities as well that nobody wants to talk about or deal with, and they pay you shit money to stop them from coming up. But that they are a whole civilization or whatever, probably not. You probably think of them as like something similar to beastmen, just underground, and people don't want to deal with them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Certainly a lot of thought just for angry little rats.
The only people who talk like that are the people that haven't had to hunt rats.
I knew some like you. The family had them on their estate to deal with things, but rats are rats. They eat grain. They bring plague, according to some. But aside from that, rats be rats. Though I cannot say, though, given how some of the rat catchers are, it always feels like more like they're fighting a war rather than trying to kill vermin.
Soldiers in wars that get pay, get honor, get shiny medals. So I got a bashing stick and some brass pennies. Hail Sigmar and the Empire. I got Raskal, that counts for something. And the pleasure of doing my job.
So at the end of the day, that's all one can really do.
Wherever there's food and people there, the vermin will follow. That you'll ever be out without work.
I'm telling you, right now, there's probably at least a dozen rats. I'm being conservative here. Within 20 feet of us, if we wanted to go hunting them. I don't want to guess how many are living under those wagons or under the floorboards of that lodge. I'd planned to be spending my evenings going around hunting them. It seems the beastmen have other ideas that are taking priority right now.
Cory has been deep in thought while you guys have been talking, and he will say, when you build a fort, if you want it to stand any length of time, you want your foundation free of vermin. So whatever work you do, know that it is important work nonetheless. Those sewers built under Altdorf were built by my kin.
I assume
Some
that's
of-
why they're still intact.
Oh yeah, if you take care of them, they will stand for all eternity. But when you get back to your city and you go down back down to those sewers, take note. Some of them tunnels and cisterns and pathways have been built so it will be easy to funnel things into a choke. Take note where those choke points are, and it will make your job that much easier if the need arises.
Got a lot of interest in the personal qualities of a group of manlings brought together with you by circumstance, Master Dwarf. With curiosity, you're writing a travelogue for your kinsmen about the various professions of the Empire and the manlings that dwell within them. You have more, or are we going to eventually get to a more short-term and practical intention?
This war against the beastmen was already on tenuous ground, but after last night, unless we can come up with something to shake things up, it will only go worse. I will suspect that the manling soldiers in that lodge there are trying to come up with something. There's a good chance that something involves yours truly. I just yesterday you proved your mettle, and if I am called to action, then I might need additional help. And it is true, I'm taking my measure now.
I see you can do math and see We ran a much better survival ratio than the army. I guess you could attribute that to your heroic presence, Master Dwarf.
To some degree. But even with my tools, it came down to the wire in many ways. But I suspect I will soon be called to hear what the Manling commanders have planned. And if you're interested, I'd like to bring you with. With any luck, we can bring this war to a quick close, or at least send the beastmen back into their forest. Our other option is to beat a retreat and hope that the beastmen will not catch up.
I confess, the thought of getting a group together to flee into the woods has crossed my mind. But that has a lot of the same risks as anything else. We know that. I'm not saying you're wrong, Master Dwarf, but I am curious. What makes you assume the beastmen are going to regroup and come back? I'm a humble city rat hunter, but my understanding was always beastmen are bestial, cowardly. Give them a good blow, they'll scatter and run back into the woods, lick their wounds until they have overwhelming strength again. If this were a pack of wolves that suffered that kind of blow, they'd be unlikely to come back anytime soon.
You are right, Manling. This is no usual pack of beastmen. There is something drives them, organizes them, sends out patrols and raiding parties that would normally take place. There is intelligence behind it. That this sort of things don't commonly have.
Well, given the fact that if we do not receive any sort of supplies or truce, they will likely exceed at this rate. And then be another fort of the Empire, once again quite still on the frontier.
Do you think we can get to this intelligence and remove it?
I've been let know that scouts have been deployed to find such a path. What their findings have been so far, I've not yet known. Heard the news.
Master Dwarf, if in the course of being assigned to use your great skills to rid the land of this pestilent scourge, you were to discover some kind of opportunity to instead safely flee the area, your feelings be about that?
You see Gori's features darken, and his stein stop at mid-gulp. And she slowly and carefully puts the stein back next to him. I will confess to you, manling, I'm here on an oath, and an oath to the dwarf kind is a sacred thing. I will not entertain thoughts of breaking that oath. And I would appreciate if you would not insinuate even the possibility in the future.
It was not my intention to imply cowardice, Master Dwarf. I simply know this is not your land and not your people. I wanted to understand where you felt your own loyalty stood. Perhaps you felt a great obligation to return to your people and assist them in these dark times. I'm reassured to know at all the stories I have ever been told, the stoutness and honor of dwarves were no exaggeration.
I would rather nothing more than to return to return to help my kin. But the oath binds all oaths bind all dwarf kind. I will trust you will not speak of this to anyone, lest you will incur my wrath. Understand that I am giving you great deal of trust in this instance.
I have done many foolish and impulsive things in my life, Master Dwarf, but never anything so foolish, impulsive, and reckless as to earn your wrath voluntarily. If I were that foolish, I doubt I'd have lived long enough to make it here.
Then I'm glad we understand each other, manling. And Gori will pick up his stein once more and take a gulp. And it is at this moment that you see messenger emerge from the lodge, look briefly around, and then head straight towards Scotty.
Speak with the devil.
Aye, manling. It appears it is time to hear what the scouts have found out. Shall you join me?
Yes, I think that is a good idea.
Anything's better than staying mired here.
I must confess, she is not wrong. This current place is not exactly in the greatest straits at the moment, and will likely require a lot of fixings up just to make it seem as presentable as it was before.
Then let us be off. We will learn how many beastmen we do have to kill. before we are done with this business. And I believe with that we will end the session.
Okay.
We did things.
We did
You did.
things.
You successfully defended the lodge
Yay.
and
Yeah.
beat
Yep.
back the beastmen.
And
Yep.
We're a bunch
Katya
of
has
big
not
damn
been
heroes.
found out.
Somehow.
Oh, indeed.
Palpatine returned.
You are a
Right.
wonderful, you are a wonderful woman about town, and I am an honorable red hunter. We are great.
Exactly.
We are prime examples. We are indeed the very bedrock of humanity.
Indeed. Also, I mentioned this at the start of the session, but I am now taking it upon myself to write the player journal. I've got the first session up, but I need to do the second, which will be shorter, but this will be the longer one, probably, at this point.
I
Huzzah.
appreciate your efforts.
It may have been a little long-winded, but I wanted to get everything down.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I mean, it reads like a fucking priest wrote it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to put that much effort in it, but I do appreciate the in-character thing.
Indeed. I may not completely write it, keep it like that, but I enjoyed doing it for that one. It was fun.
Yes. So, yeah. I will say you will get 100 XP.
Yay.
Hooray!
Yay.
Then I will say that these last 3 sessions went a lot longer than I expected. I would have thought that the adventure was done, but I think this would be a good place to switch back to Imperial Maledictum, since you managed to defeat the beastmen and you have gained some downtime, I suppose.
Yay, downtime.
All right,
I just gotta go back to GMing.
I'll be ready. I'll be ready to go next week.
Next week's Easter.
Next week's
Yeah.
is the.
I'll be ready to go in 2 weeks.
Yay!
Yes. So yeah, now I'm wondering. I'm sorry to flip flop on this, but do we want to go to alternating weekends instead of alternating adventures?
I think from a player perspective, and I think also from a GM perspective, it's possibly a lot easier to go, like, at least in adventure segments.
Yeah.
Because changing week on, week off does mean you've then got to remember, shit, which game are we on this week?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing now? Oh shit, we couldn't play last week because, so and so was out of
I
town
do
or
think it is
someone was
better to do
sick.
like a stint of
sick.
like 3 to 6 weeks, like Ron is saying. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, no, the I feel like I don't know how your adventure is structured, but I did feel that the segments is good. I think this is run for a decent chunk of time. If you feel this is a good stopping point, which makes sense within context, then we can break off there. And generally speaking, with the way that my adventure is structured, at least for the time being, probably work to run these internal, I guess we'd call them cases, like the one you voted on, the hunt for the rogue interrogator.
Oh yeah,
Do
that's
that,
what we're doing.
get back, and then do the conclave so I know what comes next, and then call okay, there, end cut, done.
Yeah.
And swap back to you, and then we go back here. I can do another case. If a case is particularly long, complicated, or involved, then we might end partway through. But obviously, the advantage to ending it, getting through the whole thing, and ending at the next session of the conclave is it allows me to know
What to prepare for.
what to prepare. Yeah, what to prepare next, because